Hello. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. So, if you're on Twitch, you'll notice it says just chatting. And I usually never start my streams up with this screen open. I want to try something new. Spice it up a bit, you know what I mean? Like there are a couple things I want to try new things. If that makes sense. So I'll be doing this. I want to see if there are games like on Newgrounds that I could just like, you know, that I could play. That'd be interesting. That'd be fun. So I got this. I want to try doing a little thing that I'm gonna do it after. You'll see. It is going to be heavily out of my wheelhouse, and I don't even know how I'm gonna make this entertaining. Like how I'm gonna make it entertaining. But y'all y'all should enjoy it. Maybe, possibly, hopefully. Sorry, I'm trying to find a thing to do on Newgrounds. Not really. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. I only don't have it on that screen that I'm looking for a game on Newgrounds, cause if you use Newgrounds before, you don't want to do that. Like you do something like that, I'm not gonna lie, your shit might be cooked, bro. You might hear that. Hold on, let me turn off the music volume so I can figure out what the hell this game is. Cause I have an achievement on it. Can I full screen it though? Afraid not. Afraid not, you say. Sorry. Yeah, I have problems. What can I say? Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Anyways, I can't. I'm not sure. I don't think I can do Newgrounds. Not enough games have full screen. I'm not gonna bother looking for a game that has full screen. So we can. You know what? We can start off with Dagath. She's the person that came to mind first. Hmm. Hmm. I see. I love picking Protea, but I don't want to do that now. I want to maybe Val. No, she isn't exalted. I'm not sure if what Vruna has counts as an exalted. Saren doesn't. Wait, no, she has a. I forgot she had a proto frame, and of course, yeah, she's toxin. Ember doesn't have a proto frame. She doesn't have an exalted. She has a prime. She's more than a damage type, I believe. But she could also just be a damage type. But I'm pretty sure she's older than Saren. So Equinox doesn't have a proto frame. Doesn't have an exalted. Does have a prime. Maybe Equinox. So it's a rad type. Radiation. Makes me think of Wisp. I feel like Wisp has a radiation effect, but nah, of course, yeah. Oh, right, forgot. Proto frame. But it narrowed it down to these, like in between 2015 and 2019. Who could I see being a. Almost sneezed. Rad lady. Ooh, no, she's older. So slow. She's a radiation. I literally looked at her. I was like, she'd fit, but I was like, nah, I don't think she's radiation. I think she's more impact. I did not know she's radiation. Damn, it's crazy. If all your artists are giving you trouble, maybe the problem isn't them. Foley? Artists. No. Oh, I don't know her thing's name, but I don't think it's her. All your artists are giving you trouble. Maybe the problem isn't them. Bro, that's not. I'm not gonna lie, that's not ringing a single bell. Like, nothing is clicking for me. I don't know if I'm looking like crazy right now, but nothing makes sense to me. Maybe it's no, it's not flare. I feel like a flare would maybe. I don't know. Honestly, it was a shot in the dark based off the fact that he is a artist or was an artist. Either way, maybe Nora. I can see Nora saying that. Okay, no. I don't know the context of what she would say that to, but like I feel like I could hear her saying something like that. Maybe it's a little one. No. Okay. Oof. Now I'm more inclined to say it's one of the online guys. I'm not, or whatever the hell it was. But I don't know, because I don't know. Holy thing is, when I saw him, I was like, I don't know what any of the online guys sound like. I didn't even know they had voice lines until I saw their names pop up in this. So I was like, but when I passed by him, I was like, he looks like a guy that'd say something like that. I was like, but I don't know what their voices sound like. I don't know what their voice lines would be. Wait, are they the guys that you have to hack and unhack? Those guys? Or whatever the hell they are, the virus guys. I've never actually been able to interact with that piece of content. So I've actually I didn't even know. Yo, that's crazy. That's Temple. Yeah, I haven't. I think I've used Temple once in a Duviri like months ago. So Zephyr, no. Oh, and Aros. Okay, yeah. Scarabs and whatnot. Oh, you're gonna see a black screen here whilst I change my tab. Now, this is going to be very different. And trust me, I don't know a lot of characters, so hold on, let me see if I can put like a background here so it doesn't look like so it's not all up in the screen. What I could do, hold on. Do y'all mind looking at just the Warframe dual screen for a bit? Oh gosh, where's my mouse? Okay, found it. Okay, y'all look at the Warframe dual screen for a bit whilst I sort something out. Cause I have an idea. It's something I've wanted to do for a little while, but like I haven't actually ever done. I'm gonna leave it in the just chatting section, but this is going to serve as Ah, I think I got something in my mouth. Oh my gosh, I have to update it. Well, let me see if there's something else like... Oh, we can pop up a... Oh my gosh. Choked on my own spit there for a second. Let me get out of full screen. Nah. Actually, no, y'all see it anyways. Y'all saw what it is. Black screen for you. Get sent to the Shadow Realm. Oh gosh, I can't move my mouse. Yep, I can't move my mouse. Okay, I'm back. My mouse is working again. Y'all probably saw what I wanted to do anyways, but I don't want that to be the only thing y'all look at. So I want to make it like a smaller box in the corner of the screen whilst I do something else in the middle. So let me create a separate instance. A combo. Let's call it that. Excuse me. Copy. Okay, lagging again. Why is my computer constantly lagging? Like, it's never this consistently laggy. Oh boy. Ooh. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay. Now, I want to know. I want to see. Should I do a Minecraft world that I've. Because I want to do it side by side with the Minecraft thing. So I want to know. Should I do it combined with a Minecraft world that I've done on the channel? Or just a random one that I've done in the past that's like inconsequential? You know what? Yeah, we can do one that I've done on the channel before. Porta. Rains, maybe? Ugh. Yeah, that's a bit shaky there, pal. No, R isn't in the first spot, so... I can't figure out what it would be. Oh. Oh. That's my other mouse. let me. Maybe it's. Oh, whoops. No. No. Oh my gosh. So it's not here, not here, not here. So it's one of these two spots. So maybe it's like but no, there's no E. I was thinking maybe it'd be like an RE situation, but there's no E. Oh. But there's no E. Huh. No. No. Mm. I feel really dumb right now. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not. I know this isn't it, but no. Oh, I wanted to get 3 letters out, but I don't have enough room for that. Bro, what? Uh, the, the, no. WQ doesn't make sense. WY doesn't make sense. WU. Nah. No, not WF. WH. Nope. Um, J wouldn't make sense. K wouldn't make sense. I don't think L would make sense either. Z, no. X, no. C, nah. V, no. B, no. So that only leads me to think that it'd be like this, but I can't think of anything. I don't even care how wrong this is. I don't even know if these words exist. I'm just guessing. I can't imagine a word ending like that. But I couldn't imagine a word beginning like that. I'm not like a massive word guy. I'm not like really good at words. I'm good at some things. Words is shaky on words. Hold on. I want y'all to just stay there for a bit. What the hell did I just do? My browser is closed. I'm not gonna lie, my browser is closed. Alright, I'm gonna make a new Chrome web thingy. What is it called? Hope y'all don't mind staring at a black screen there for a bit. I think this might be one of like the worst streams I've had since the first time I started. This is pretty cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my eyes. Oh. That's shaky. I don't want to dox myself. Well, let me see if I can make a different. I don't know. Y'all can see that. Y'all can just stare at that for a bit whilst I figure out my life. What I got going on is very unorganized. Oh, jeepers. You know what? Yeah, I'd be alright with staring at a black screen, right? I don't care, right? Right? Hold on. Let me see if I can actually do something for y'all real quick. So you don't have to stare at a black screen. Change over to... Thank you. Take off a full screen. Start this shit up. What was it doing again? Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's not nice. Oh, but well, my Windows screen is upside down. Hold on. Yep. I think I cooked myself. Hold on. What am I doing? Where's my window? Okay, that's how you flip it around. You flip that, John. Jeez. Just fit it back in. Bro, you don't understand, man. This is not working out for me. Let's look at that for a bit. That's good enough, right? That's good enough. For now. Hopefully. Get back to setting up what I got going on here so y'all can actually have something to look at. Why is my screen black? Okay, my window's closed. They keep closing. And I'm not gonna lie, starting to get on my nerves. Only a lot. It's only really getting on my nerves. It's not even that bad. Order, move down. No, we just don't blend them. You just do it normal. Okay. How's that look on the stream there? Well, let's see. Okay, that doesn't look awful. We can switch that over. Start that up. Does that look clear? It does. It does. Let's go. Okay, we can where am I? On black screen there for a second. Scoot that up some more. Okay, so it's even smaller now. Well, I still can't see my mouse, but I can just did I hear sort of heard a buzzing in my room? This guy got a notification. Oof, that looks harsh. That looks rough, buddy. I mean, y'all don't mind a little bit of black, right? Let me see if I can change something a bit. No, that's not gonna work out. I was trying to see if there's borderless full screen or like what's it called? So you still have something up, but it's not like obstructing my ability to do stuff. Anyways, you saw what it was. Ah, my ankles. You saw what it was. I wanted to try out doing a Smash or Pass thing. I think it's a popular thing, right? I don't know. I don't know what's popular nowadays. So, first option here for me, I watched quite a lot of Naruto. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, Naruto was my jam. And I did watch Darling in the Franxx, but I didn't really like in comparison to Tsunade, that's like there's no comparison there. Why is the stuff there? Anyways, like there's genuinely no comparison between the two. Tsunade is just a way cooler character, in my opinion. No competition. I don't even feel like I have to explain that one. Now this one, that's hard for me. I did watch a bit of Fairy Tail. I'm pretty sure I'm aware of who that character is. Like Lucy. And there was a period of time where I had like a phase where I didn't really fuck with Hinata for the simple reason that every character that I see damn near felt like a clone of Hinata, so it pissed me off. I was like, bruh, I'm sick and tired of seeing this character archetype. I'm done with the entire thing. So I got sick of seeing Hinata. But I've come back around to her. Pause. And in comparison, for me personally, like if you're going for, well, no, let's do it the way I want to do it. Since I'm not like a hookup-y kind of person, we can switch to Smash to Mary, because I'm not doing all that freak shit. You know what I mean? So Hinata just seems like the better partner. Now, I will say this: if you've ever been in like the manhwa space, like within like certain areas of the manhwa space on YouTube, you will know about like manhwa recaps and manhwa recaps and stuff like that. Well, manga, manhwa, all of them, Chinese, Korean, doesn't matter. They're recaps of like pretty much like a ton of things. And I had watched a recap of Solo Leveling, like the manhwa. I think that was my freshman year of high school. So that was a couple years ago. That was like over 4 years ago. That was a bit ago. And it was, wait, was it freshman year? No, it was a sophomore year. So it'd be 3 or 4 years ago. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care for, I didn't care for Chayan's character a lot. Like, she was just one of the characters that existed, but she wasn't in the story for long enough for me to give a crap about, about her, if that makes sense, or if that's like, I can't word it nicely. But the thing is, for me, I'm gonna tell you, I watched the scenario I watched Attack on Titan was I tried watching it initially. I think I got somewhere past episode 10. I think I can't recall exactly what episode. It was the episode that Aaron was holding that giant boulder on his back, like when he shifted into Attack Titan. That was pretty sure the episode I stopped watching on for a bit. And then I had joined a somewhat of like a, what do we call it? Like a youth fraternity kind of. It's hard to describe. But they liked anime. And we wanted to do like an anime kind of watch party thing. We were deciding on an anime, and they decided on Attack on Titan. So I literally had to watch all of Attack on Titan to catch up so we can all watch the episodes as they were coming out. So I had consumed, I think, a decent amount of Attack on Titan. I got up to season 4, part 1 or 2. I can't recall which one. But, let's put it like this. If you've seen Hildren in Warframe, and you've seen how I react to Hildren in Warframe, let's put it like this. I like them strong. Mikasa just so happens to be that. So, was that Android 18? That was. Android 18. Oh! 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 Ugh. I didn't watch that much of Bleach, but I have a thing for redheads, and she bad though. But like I said, going for partners here. We're not going for just like physical attraction, because that's not how I roll. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, I have to go 18. Dragon Ball is like my favorite anime. And 18 is like just such a valid partner. Like she's a pretty loyal person. She's solid as a human being, even though she's like kind of part human being now, considering of what Jiro did. She's only like kind of human. A whole bunch of semantics, but I think I'd have to go. I'm going 18 here. I'm going 18 here. What? I'm literally like clicking through very slowly. I don't know what's next. Hold on. What's next? May. I'm choosing May. Cause one, I like him older. Ino is older than me too, but May is older than me. So that's one. And two, we don't get much of either character. We don't really get like really much of who either character is. The most we get to see for really Ino is her simping. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'd cool with her. I don't think I'd be chill with Ino. I think May is the kind of Oh wait, I literally just remembered a character part of May's character. Isn't she like fiending for a husband or a boyfriend? That I literally just remembered that. Hey, it works out even better. You know what I mean? Works out even better. We choose May. We choose May through May. I literally just said my answer for Mikasa. We know I'm picking Stars and Stripes. Also, I don't know the other character. Done. Get me out of here. I don't like Korra as a character. The idea of... I didn't watch Legends of Korra, but I've watched a lot of people talking about it. Both people that like the show and people that don't like the show. And pretty consistently, all I've seen is that she seems to suck at holding a relationship. I think she held like one relationship. Also, like I said, I like him older. I don't know how old Korra is. I don't frankly care. Also, the fact that she got her bending abilities, like multiple bending bend capabilities so early on in life, but then proceeded to not like really learn enough of it pisses me off. Like, why didn't I feel like she should have been like cracked as hell by the time she was like aged up to the point where we see her in the series. I feel like she should have been cracked at least like at the beginning, like at the bendings that she knew at the beginning. I feel like she should have been nuts at those bendings, but she just wasn't. From everything I've heard, she's like just like a not super impressive character, and I'm not interested in finding out if she is or not. So, ooh, another character from Legend of Korra. I'm pretty sure she's the person dating Korra, but if this is bad, because like Esdeath is a really bad person, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like our romantic preferences, if you get what I mean, wouldn't really align. But like she's an incredibly loyal person, and I don't know the other character well enough to really say anything about her. Because one thing is, I don't really hear anything about other characters other than Korra when in discussions of Legend of Korra. So there's a situation I don't know either character. I know she's from JJK, and she's from Chainsaw Man. I can tell that from the art style. Well, that and also the fact that I've seen this character in reference of JJK, and I know Chainsaw Man's art style, even though I haven't watched it. So here we have to go strictly off appearance. Let me put this like this. I like tomboys. Anyways, Urza. I'm sorry. I watched Fairy Tail before I watched One Piece. Robin's a really cool character. I like Robin a lot, like as a character. But one, I've said it before, I like redheads. Two, redhead, strong lady. Oh my gosh. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Like, oh, I pressed wrong button. Oh, I pressed wrong button. I'm slow. Ah. Bro, but that's not even a competition. Also, don't know this character. I know Yoruichi. Bruh. When I first saw Yoruichi, however old I was when I first watched Bleach on Netflix. Bruh. 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 Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I didn't watch that far into JJK, but I know she's a strong lady. But I have watched far enough into My Hero to see Lady Nagant. Bro, she cold as hell, bro. She cold as hell. I'm going with the character I know I've seen more of because I've actually watched the series here. But like, damn, that's I don't think I'd vibe with Mount Lady. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'd vibe with Mount Lady. I don't. I don't think I'd vibe with Mount Lady. I feel like there'd be a situation of like we could hang, but like friends though. I can't I can't see anything like that with Mount Lady. It's Mount Lady, bruh. I can't see it. I can't see it. But Shinobu, she cold for real, and she a real one. So I got to. I don't. Now I haven't watched this series, but I have seen some clips of her, and Revi is a badass. And we don't know much about Midnight well, at least I don't know much about Midnight other than the fact that she's like the R-rated hero and she's freaky because she's well, or at least her hero persona is freaky. I don't know who she is off of that, like besides from that. So all I have to go on is her being freaky as a hero. And I don't know. I don't do freaky in public. I don't even do PDA. That's not for me. So I'm gonna go badass chick here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you understand? For me, when it comes to anime characters, I like redheads, but when it comes to anime characters for me, we got bunny girl, white hair, two things I'll fuck with, and she's black. Well, at least brown. Brown skin on white hair is crazy for me, man. Bro, bro, bro. I don't know this character. All I know is Albedo's loyal as hell from like I got up to season 2 of Overlord. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the series. I got that far. She's goated. Freaky as hell. But she's one loyal partner. So I'm gonna pick her. Fuck. I'm picking Mary Jane for some reason. I know her character more. I know she's a good person. I know she's a respectable human being. She has her past, but she also can shapeshift, like to an extent. I'm pretty sure it's no. Her brother's the one that can shapeshift parts of himself, but not his entire body. She can shapeshift her entire body into like monster stuff. That's cool as shit. I'm picking Mary Jane. But damn, I don't know who this is, but she fine. I would never pick Makima. I'd rather die alone than pick Makima. Because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before. Me, as that's romantic interests would conflict. With me and Makima, it'd be completely different end of the spectrum. I am not a Denji. I'm not doing something like that. I'm not being a dog for nobody. I let a person be a dog for me. Pause. But it's not happening. We go loyal partners. Tamar, I don't know much about Tamari. I did get far into Naruto, but I didn't watch Bleach. I no what? I didn't watch Boruto. Boruto wasn't really my thing. So like, we I didn't really get much of who she is as a like partner. I know she's like a strong-willed partner because I've seen like the image where she's standing over Shikamaru and I don't remember the kid's name, what Shikamaru's kid's name is, but I remember I've seen that image where she's standing over them, really pissed off, and that's about all I've gotten from her character. Like, and obviously she's a different character now than she was when she was first introduced as a child. So there's no way for me to know who she is as a person. So I literally have to go off looks here, and damn, she fine. I know she's from whoa, Full Metal Alchemist, because of one the art style. She had like the art style reminds me of Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist. So I'm like, I can just compare contrast art styles. I'm like, okay, that's Full Metal Alchemist character. Mm, damn. Yes, please. What? Mmm. 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 That's a hard choice. Nana. She was a fire hero, really cool character. From what I've from what I've heard from other people, maybe a really caring character as well, not just like one of those people who are just a hero to be a hero, but she was like a really kind person. I like that. I like that in a person. Then we have Fubuki, which she's a really loyal person. I can know that for certain. But her method of heroism is not It's not really. Um, it's shaky for me. It's shaky for me. So I'm not gonna lie. I might have to go for. I'm gonna have to go for Nana here. Oof, oof, oof. So I've gotten. I haven't gotten past the Mugen train or whatever the heck it's called for what's it called Demon Slayer, but I did see Lady Tamayo, and her ambitions to like basically go against Muzan and find a cure for demons is so fucking sick to me, because like it's such a selfless motive, and it's such a like a strong willed thing to do. It's really impressive to me. Then we have Boa, because mind you, like I said before, this is with the implication of them of being partners, which means they'd like me as much as they would like a partner of theirs. Judging by how she likes Luffy, like Boa likes Luffy, like bro, that is a ride or die partner for certainty. Tamayo, I feel like she would have too many of her own. What's it called? She'd be too busy with her ambitions. Also, I'm pretty sure she dies. So, like, I think she'd be like the kind of partner that cares a lot, but couldn't be there all the time. Like, loving but not present kind of partner. Because she does strike me as a loving character, but she doesn't strike me as a character that would have the time for a partner. So off of that alone, I I think I have to pick Boa. I don't know anything about Hanabi's character, because all I've seen of her was from her as a kid, but specifically only like Ninja Storm. Because past that point, I don't really recall anything about her character, so I don't know who she is at all. And I've seen Nojiko because I've watched One Piece at least up to Wano, so like she holds it down for assists. She a ride or die, at least for fam, which is a good quality seeking a partner. She was raised by a really nice person, so hopefully that would translate to her as well. So I gotta pick Nojiko here. I don't know this character. I haven't watched Spy X Family. I don't. I'm assuming this character is not from the original Atla and it's from Legends of Korra. But I don't even recognize her at all. So I don't know. But judging by the fact that she looks like a Fire Nation character, judging based off her design, they are very strong-tempered people. I can handle that to a point. So I'm just gonna go with the character that I'm pretty sure is also strong-tempered, but like she can be cool-headed. I'm going with Yor here. I can't even tell you what anime this character Medusa's from. I couldn't tell you. Maybe she's from that one anime with the with Adam. I don't know the anime's name, but it doesn't have that same art style, I don't think. So yeah, I don't even know. Also, since I do know a bit about Sakura's character, anyways, since I do know a bit about Sakura's character, specifically talking about Sakura during Boruto, because if it was pre Boruto Sakura, then it'd be a no. Well, one, because I'm pretty sure she's like what? How old are you even at that point? Not old enough. That's the point. They're not old enough, so it'd be a no off of that. But like if we were going like them being adults with the same personality, nah, not Sakura. But like because too much dick riding. but assuming she's my partner and it's adult her. So single parent. My mom's a single parent as well. She seems to really care about Sarada. So caring parent, that's good. That's a plus. What the hell are we doing? Anyways, that's a yippee. Excuse me. Excuse me. She's a strong character. She's headstrong, but like a bit too headstrong for me. I'm more of a, like, if you know the term kudere, I'm pretty sure. That's more the type of character I tend to fuck with because, well, they're chill. They're calm. They're chill. The only problem would be like getting their emotions out of them. But as long as they can do that, then it'd be a very easy relationship to have, at least for me. But I'm going soccer here. Was one that amount of glaze would go crazy. Pause. I don't mean it like that. I mean like affection wise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That sentence was cooked. Now her character, Hibana's character is attractive. I've seen Fire Force, I believe the name is of the series, up to a point where she showed up, but I think I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes after she showed up. Not because I don't like her character, but just because I got bored. I don't know. But from what I remember, she's more of a domineering character. Like I said for the other two, like I said for Makima and Esdeath, there would be a conflict of interest there. And I could vibe with Tsunade to an extent. I don't drink, but I could. Now I feel like a better partner would be Hinata. I'm going for the better partner here. I'm going for the better partner here as well. 18. I believe I've expressed my feelings about Hildren. If you don't know who Hildren is, look up Hildren Warframe. HILDRYN. Pretty sure that's how you spell her name. Warframe. Probably type her name in Warframe Doll. If you've seen those, then yeah. Big buff lady. Ooh, nice. Especially when they... No, not getting into it. Not going to get into it. Now, I don't know this character that well, but I do know Esdeath. And she's scary. So I'm going to pick Himeno off the simple reason that tomboy character, I don't know her, but she's smiling and in not a creepy way. So I'm hoping that's a good thing. Damn. Damn. No, I'm gonna pick Urza here. Because I feel like Urza would be a loyal and loving character that you could be in a relationship with and be like, yeah, they'll ride for me. We ride or dies for real. I feel like Yoruichi is more of like I haven't seen enough of her character. So most I've gotten from her character is that she's more of the can't be tied down kind of character. Like if you were to marry her, she'd be off every other way of the country. The thing is, my dad was kind of that person. Like, he'd travel a lot, and he just wouldn't be home a lot. Now, I love my dad. Before he had, you know what I mean? But that is not a trait I want to have in my partner. Like, because one thing I will say about my dad, he was a very fun dad to have, but he wasn't like there all the time. And I don't want a partner like that. I want a partner that's there all the time. So I'm gonna pick Urza, or at least there enough of the time, because Urza is also an adventure kind of explorer kind of character. But I feel like she can balance that better than Yodoichi. I think Yodoichi is too adventurous. Is far more adventurous, I should say. Now, I don't know much about either of these characters. Like I said, I didn't get past Mugen Train, so I don't have a grasp on Shinobu's character. And Lady Nagant was in the series for very long. So I'm kind of going off of appearance here. Moving on. I'm going to go for the character I know better. Again, character I know better. And since I barely know either character, I know Mitsuri better, but I don't care. I don't care. Because this was the implication that like these characters would be in love with me couple wise. Damn. Boa's way more of a loyal partner than any other character I can think of. While it's not being like Yandere kind of character. Like she'd kill any female person around you kind of person. So I feel like Boa would be the like if you're going for a loyal partner and always around you kind of partner, then Boa. But I think if you were going for a partner that's like just like a maybe like because Boa's a good person too. But if you wanted to go for like a good person to everyone, then be Nana. I think she's more of a people person. She's far more of a people person than Boa is. But I don't really know much about her character. It's not even like a competition of looks either, because they both are, at least in my opinion, equally attractive characters. I'm gonna go Boa here. I don't know. What the hell, bruh? I'm going for the character I know slightly better, even though I know nothing about really either of these characters, considering Nojiko was a side character that's irrelevant. But yo, sensei and student, that's crazy. Going for Tsunade. I don't drink, but it's Tsunade. Word is spawn. You know what I'm saying? Word is spawn. Now, I don't know much about Android 18 as a partner. But I have seen more of Hinata as a partner. I know she's a good one. So, anyways, I know her character more. I've already went over why I picked some of these characters. Now, I know Mary Jane's character more. This shit, my weakness. But I know Mary Jane's character more. I know she'd be more of a reliable partner to have. You gotta go Sonata here. Okay. Once it gets down to that really small section, it starts to get way easier. I didn't even know that I didn't know this would be like a tournament style bracket. Mm. Hold on. Let me here we go. So I'm ready. Sorry. I know more about Hinata's character, even though big buff women with are my weakness. But I gotta pick Hinata. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. That had no bearings on who would be a better partner. I'm not gonna lie. That last pick, nothing to do with who would be a better partner. Urza was my weakness. When I watched Fairy Tail for the first time, I was more attracted to Urza than I was to any other character in the show. Shut up. Bo would be a better partner than Tsunade. She has her own baggage from her last relationship. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a very good therapist, not in my opinion. So, better partner. I did not think. Ooh. And I think in this scenario, I think Bo would like you more if she was your partner, but I think Hinata would be a better partner. Honestly, I didn't think Hinata would get this far, but yeah, I think she like might be like the best. Like when it comes to like anime wives, I think she might be the best one. Now, if we were going off of like straight smash ability, I'd probably be somewhere near this. Well, not this. I never really was attracted to Nami or Yor. This is fair. I saw her and I was like, damn. So yeah, this kind of checks out. This kind of checks out. What the hell? What's all that on the side, bruh? Oh, the on the side. No, hot. My fault. I'm sorry. On. Like you saw this other quizzes. I scrolled past them. Which one do I pick though? I want to see what this is. They close. I don't care about your damned ad. This or that, not blind ranking or bracket. Can I do a tier list maybe? Ooh, yo, this one, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have to go all in on this next one. We're closing out Minecraft. This next one, this shit's deep. This shit is deep. Like my pockets. I'm kidding. I'm broke. I don't. My pockets are fucking empty. Okay. Yo, check this. An anime world ranking. So I'm gonna go based off the interpretation of like which worlds I'd rather live in. Hold on. Let me change this back to just chatting here. Whoops. Fat fingers. Now, I think I fucked it. Hold on. No, I didn't. I didn't fuck it. Because my OBS said I was still in Minecraft. Okay. But I was like, yo, tier list? It has to be in a tier list. Hold on. If you've seen Royal Proto, At least I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Garbage. I don't know if I spelled that right. I'm low key slow. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, sorry. Let's go in order here. Let's go in order of like which one's given to me. So we start off with Attack on Titan. That's spelled wrong. I'm sorry. I saw it. There's no. Why is it spelled Attack Titan? Attack KN Titan. They misclicked. Fair enough, but bruh. Anyways, Attack on Titan would be a pain to live in, I swear, bruh. Hold on. I just remembered there's another tier list. There's another tier. I don't know. Whoop. I missed the buttons. I don't know. You know, make that orange. I don't know. What's the point? I don't know. Now, some of these I know based off the simple fact of the little I know about the series. So I will literally say I don't know much about the series. Like, I don't know much about Berserk. But it's Berserk. So I don't even have to describe why I wouldn't want to live in Berserk. The eclipse happened. I've seen pictures. I know who Griffith is. No. Anyways, let's get off that topic. Attack on Titan. Nah. Attack on Titan is consistently one of the worlds where, like, people make skits off of. Like, oh, you've died and you're going to be reincarnated. Oh, cool. What world am I being reincarnated into? Attack on Titan? Nah, send me to hell. Because, like, bro, nobody wants to be there. Nobody. Not a soul wants to be in Attack on Titan. Not a soul. You have to deal with Titans, Titan shifters, and then, assuming you start off like you... Excuse me. Assuming you're living throughout the same time period that Eren is living, your whole shit gets getting nuked at the end with the rumbling. No! I'd rather not. This Attack on Titan, garbage. Now, One Piece. I have envisioned living in the One Piece world so many times. And I know it's all fictitious because all I do is imagine me being cool, and I know I wouldn't be. I would not have the balls to get on a boat like that. Unless I had, like, a really cool power. If I had a really cool power, fuck a boat. I got the sky. Now, I'm going to give two interpretations here. One, assuming... Oh, well, isn't this nice? Yeah, since I'm going in order, might as well. Okay, cool. Now, One Piece... I'm gonna go off the interpretation that I am who I am now. Not like some, like, insert fanfic route. And let's say that I'm born same time as Luffy. Let's do that. Let's do bring it back, make my timeline no, since I am technically am I technically 2 years older than Luffy? No, he's 17 when he takes out, 19 after the time skip. So no, we're the same age. So yeah, it'd be around the same time, same year. Like, assuming that since our ages line up, you just bring it back. So we can do both born same year. Now let's go one of two ways. Could be born on the same island with my No, what? Let's make it so that I'm reincarnated into these worlds. I'm being reincarnated into these worlds with the knowledge of said world, which doesn't change the placement of these two, but it does make it so that I have like a basis to build off from. Like, and I'm just gonna be born at the same time as the main character. Or if I'm not sure who the main character is, then I smack it and I don't know and move on. Or if I know nothing about the world, like uh if I know nothing about the world, then we can smack it. I don't know. But if I know nothing about the main character, but I know something about the world, then I can put it into a placement. But it'd be shaky. It'd be shaky. There'd be debate on like whether my placement was good or not. So let's say I am placed on Luffy's birth island. Like I'm with Luffy, like in Windmill Village, Dawn Island, all types of stuff, or whatever the hell the names of that island is. But same place. No, no, nah. I'm not. I'm just gonna spin a wheel here. I'm gonna hit a wheel spin, see which part of the Grand Line I'm born in. Like whether it be the Grand Line, the New World, or one of the blues. Then if it's one of the blues, then I can just like do a spin the wheel on that. Hold on. Because I'm doing it on my phone. I don't want to type it onto my computer so that y'all can see, because them should have ads, and we're not doing that. Okay, so you can do blues, Grand Line, and the New World. You just type new. All right, which one are we going to? Okay, so I'm in one of the blues. Now, whichever blue I get, it's going to be a situation of like, I'm just gonna be born with whatever most important character. No, sorry, I'm gonna be on the same island as whoever. What's it called? I'm gonna have the same starting island that the most important character I can remember from that sea is. And if I can't remember a character, then I'm cooked. I just live a normal life on some island. But if I'm born with one of these characters, then I'm let's say I meet them. I meet the character. Which means I have to live my life with the main character of the show. Which could be troubling depending on the character. And also depending on how old the character is. Because like I said, I will be born at the same time as the main character. So if the character is far older than me, then I'm just kind of cooked. So I got North. I got the North Blue, which means it's not Luffy's sea. I think Sanji was born in the North Blue. I can't recall. We can just do a quick Oh, there's a One Piece interactive map? Yo, did y'all know about that? Yo, that's sick. That's the West Blue. It's North. Wait, yeah, right, North. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't want to make baseless claims and be like, yep, I know exactly where this character was born. Yep. we're gonna be with this character. I don't know everything about One Piece. I don't even almost know everything about One Piece. Be cool if I did. I do not. Oop, my arm hurts. I was closing my arm for too long. Don't my fault. Huh? Oh boy. Oh wow. My head hitting that boom 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 boom. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was right. Sanji was born in the North Blue. So let's just say I'm caught up with Sanji's situation and I end up with Sanji, which means I also end up with Zeph and on the Bratier, which means I'm probably not gonna be on Luffy's crew. He probably not picking me, and I'm probably just gonna be like Zeph's like apprentice, and then I'm just gonna be working on the Bratier. Honestly, that's not bad. Honestly, honestly, getting to the Bratier that would suck, but the life on the Bratier and afterward, I don't think that would be that bad. I'm going C. I might no C or B. I'm going C or B here because the concept of like having to go through the same shit as Sanji at the same time as Sanji, which means less food, which means more suffering. Ugh. Yeah, actually, nah. C, C. Off of that alone. Okay, so I'm being born at the same time as Gon. I'm gonna be in his village. The one, he's not taking me along with him. It's just not. I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure that's not how he rolls. I didn't watch. I watched a bit of Hunter x Hunter. I think I got up to the where the Zenin clan is, or Killua's family, or wherever the hell. No, not Zenin clan. I don't know. I don't remember their name. Zoldyck? No. Yes? No. No. Yes. I got up to that far, anyways. I got up to that far. I didn't really get very much. I don't think I got very deep into there. But I'm not gonna lie. From the little I know of it, that's not very cool. I'm gonna put in I don't know because I don't know enough about the world. Yeah, I'm putting I don't know. I don't know enough about the world. Naruto. Because it means I'm gonna be born at the same time as Naruto. I'm gonna be born in the Leaf Village. Now I have two options. I be a ninja, which is suffering, considering I'm not the main character. I don't have any special traits or anything like that. I'm probably born to a civilian family. I'm not going to be special. I'll probably be one of the hundreds of ninja that die or don't make it out of the academy. Which means I'll end up just living a life like I do, like I would have to live here, like where I have to find a job and I'll do all that shit. But I just be in Naruto's world, and then you have to deal with all the stuff that comes after when with like the almighty push happens. You could die. I could die there. I mean, then there's the infinite Tsukiyomi, assuming I don't die, which I'm gonna be stuck in that for a little bit, of which I will eventually come out of it. Yeah, nah. It's only going in D tier for the simple fact that assuming I survive both those events, it's smooth sailing. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm like considering I do know all the stuff I know about the series once going in there, I'm not doing that. I'm not being a ninja. I just have to like free ball it as like a civilian and just pray. But considering I do know stuff about it, I might be able to change village. Maybe go to the Cloud Village because I'm pretty sure they don't have much problems other than like the Akatsuki stuff that happened there. But civilians are pretty fine considering I'm black. They have black people in the village. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd have to move because technically I would be born in the same place as Naruto, considering the rules I set before, which means I'd be in the Leaf Village, which I remember correctly is like across the country. So it'd be really hard to get there. Assuming I can get there, it'd be like C, but if I can't, then it's D. JoJo's. Which main character? Because it shifts, it changes. I'm gonna go with the first one, and considering that I'd be born around the same time as the first JoJo. I can't remember his name. I want to say Joseph, but I know it's not Joseph. It's no, Jonathan. Is it Jonathan Joestar? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've watched the first one, and I didn't really get that far into the stands and stuff. So I don't really know much about that either. Like I liked Hamon more. When stands are getting introduced, I was like, it's cool, but I kind of miss Hamon. Hamon was so sick. But like, I'd be born at the same time as him. I'd be in the same village, but I wouldn't really know him. I wouldn't know him. I wouldn't want to get to know him because the relation with Dio, and I wouldn't want to get to know Dio either. So I think I'd just like live life, except during that time period, which would kind of suck. But like, I suppose, I guess that's a D. That's a D for me. Now Bleach. Knowing what I know about Bleach, which isn't much, I don't think I would even be able to be anything. So I'm not going to be a Shinigami, I don't think. I'm not going to die and become a hollow. I'm not going to just build some form of like resentment or whatever I have to do to become a hollow and just like myself. I'm not doing that. And I have to be born a Quincy. So I'm not it's just going to be life. It's just going to be life. A lot of these are going to end up in D tier for the simple reason I'm just a guy. This again, it I was gonna say it's just gonna be life again, but I was like, nah, it's really not. It's really not gonna be just regular old life. It's just not. It's not gonna be regular old life. I'm gonna put in I don't know. I don't know enough about the world. Dragon Ball. The one I'm gonna want to learn martial arts because it's so cool. I'm gonna be a human, but then and Krillin's a human and he's cracked as shit. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Well, I don't know a ton about Death Note. I know a couple things. I live in America. He doesn't get American broadcast, to my knowledge. I'm not a criminal, so he wouldn't even know about me. And he dies at the end of the series. So I think I give life a like any series that I have to live like a normal life, like a normal human life, I'm giving D tier. Because that's just what life is. It's just kind of mid. I don't know enough about Vinland Saga. I've seen Code Geass. I'm not sure of how much. I feel like I've watched all of it, but it's been so long that I don't remember anything about it. So I'm just gonna put it. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. JJK. I watched a bit of it. I don't live in that part of the world, so D tier. I don't live in that part of the world. It wouldn't affect me. I'm pretty sure this is also stationed in Japan. So I don't live in that part of the world, which means I live far away from Muzan, far away from the demon epidemic. Hell, I'm pretty sure I just end. Sorry, unplugged my headphone. I started hearing my voice come out of the TV. Anyways, I think I just end up being living in like jungles, so it kind of suck. I'm just gonna put it in garbage here off the simple fact that during that period of time, I don't think I'd really have a good life considering one, I'm in America, two, I'm black in America during a very old time period. Now that time period is during the discovery of America, then I'm cooked. If it's during the period of time, like how do I put it, pre discovery, then I'm either gonna have to join a tribe and then do that, or die in the woods, which is probably more likely. Especially since the fact that I live in the modern era. Well, technically, I'll be born into that world. I'll be born into that world, so I won't have like the same issues technically. But like, I'd still probably end up dying. I'd probably end up dying. I wouldn't have to find a colony, but it'd still suck. It still suck hard. So I'm keeping it in garbage here. I don't know enough about Fearin. I've seen what Monster is. I just don't know anything about it. Steins Gate, I'm pretty sure is just life. I'm pretty sure I'm just living life here, cause that's just the world. But I'm not sure. Well, I'm not Subaru, so I don't have to deal with what he goes through. But I'll put that there just off the simple fact that I don't want. Now, anybody can be a hunter, so I could be a hunter, and knowing the bit I know about solo leveling isn't gonna really help me at all because we follow Sun Jin Woo, and he got lucky as shit becoming the Shadow Monarch, and then being able to build those powers up. You don't really get much information past that about being a hunter, so I wouldn't really be helped much. Cause I like other manhwa series where they're not like given some like random bullshit luckiness. Like I like when they're given like random bullshit, cause I find it cool when they get really powerful. But the random bullshit that Sun Jin Woo got, like damn near all of his power is built on luck. Like damn near all of it is built on luck. So it's not even a situation of like, oh, you'd get to know the world enough to where that even if you weren't Sun Jin Woo, like you'd be able to build a standing. Like with other manhwas that I've like read and watched, like through recaps, there's enough built for you to understand the world so that even if you were to be transported into this world, you wouldn't like you wouldn't struggle being like a hunter or whatever the hell it may be that like whatever the hell would be the equivalent of that world. Like you wouldn't really suffer because you know enough to like live. So I think it'd be I want to say C tier off the simple fact that I could be a hunter, which could be profitable depending on how good I am. But I'm not gonna lie, it's most likely D tier to garbage, because the dangers that are faced in America, because that's where I live. Wait, no, right? Yeah, I forgot. Oh, a lot of these just became a lot worse. I just remembered that it's a situation of I'm born in the same place they're born. So yeah, this stays garbage tier because living in where Tandro's at, hell nah, I'd die. JJK, garbage, I'd die. Death Note, not a criminal, I would live. Bleach in Japan, that stays the same. JoJo would stay the same. Yeah, and pretty sure I remember the rule set for all these. Oh, wait! This just got even better. I'm not gonna lie, A tier. I just remembered. This just got even better. Technically, Goku was born on planet Vegeta because he's a Saiyan, which means I would end up being born a Saiyan off the simple fact that who would else be there to give birth to me? A Saiyan. It's me. I'm gonna be the Saiyan. Now, the likelihood is I'll probably die, though. Yeah, never mind. I realize. I die. I'd be dead. Like every other Saiyan and Saiyan child, I'd be dead. Yeah, I'd be super dead. Yeah. Can we give me some leeway and say that I won't just die? Like I actually do get sent to Earth? No, I'm not gonna give myself that much leeway. So put this in garbage here. Actually, D. Now I'm born at the same time as Issei. I live in Kuo Town, which means I could get to know him, befriend him. Now he actually is a normal friend. Cause don't get me wrong, I'm freaky, but I'm not like his friends. I'm not no peeping Tom that's weird. So I'd balance it out, make him a normal person with a healthy level of perversion. And then maybe I can join one of the peerages, because being a devil would be sick. Or being a fallen angel would be cool too. I don't want to be an angel. If I end up becoming an angel, I'd fall immediately. I'm not gonna lie. Like within the context of High School DxD. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Then like my whole life, I'm just gonna train like swords and like I'm gonna train like kendo, all that type of shit. So I'm like a really attractive prospect for like a peerage. Hopefully, I can join a peerage then. Become a high class devil. Get my own peerage. Then it's gonna be me and the boys for life. We gonna run niggas down like crazy. I'm sorry, my mom's in the other room. My mom's in the other room. I can't really talk loud. But off that, B tier. I feel like I know what I could do to become. I don't know enough about Gintama. I tried watching it, but it was long, and I was way younger. Pokemon. I could be a Pokemon trainer. What are we talking about? And I meet Ash. I can like just stick to Ash. We homies. No, none of his friends die, bro. I'm locked in with my boy. Garbage. Not even I don't know. Garbage. Do I even have to explain myself why that's garbage? That's just life. That is just life. I don't care. Well, I could still get a grimoire. But most people's grimoires are kind of buns. Like they're kind of like they're average. So it's probably gonna be like a C tier. Like it could be really cool, really strong, work out with Asta, get real powerful and shit. But like that's it. That's life. But with magic. So I'll give it a C tier. Don't know enough about Doraemon. My hero, which means I'll be born with a quirk. I want to go C tier because even if I get a dog shit quirk, I still have an ability. But if I get a good quirk, I get to be a hero, which could be deadly. I don't want to be like taking out like Backdraft or whatever the hell his name is, or their name is. You know, Coda, I'm pretty sure his name's parents. I don't want to be taking out my muscular. That'd be crazy. But like, honestly, this wouldn't be that bad. This wouldn't be bad. I'm gonna give it a C tier. Well, I just don't. Well, I know the concept of the game. I'm just not gonna play Sword Art Online. I'm just not gonna play. It's just gonna be life, but then I know Sword Art Online's bad, and I'm just not gonna play it. Then nothing changes in the mainline story because I'm not involved. Chainsaw Man, garbage. I don't care how much it affects the real world. I saw the Sword Devil and Denji fighting on a train. Hell nah. I don't even know which train that was. I don't want to be in it. Silent Voice, isn't that just life? Ooh, not. Are we gonna go for start a series, or are we gonna go for when he becomes a slime? We're gonna go for when he becomes a slime. Depending on what species I am, and if I have a system, I'm gonna assume I have a system as well, because that's just how it happened for him, and he got reincarnated into that world, and I got reincarnated into that world. So I'm just gonna assume that we both get a system. Let's just assume that we're both the same race. We just have, like, we both get a system. Basically, we both just start off at the exact same level. We start off at the exact same level. I'm gonna go C tier because I'm not gonna take his opportunities. He can still do all the things he wants to do, but I'm just also going to be a slime that exists in the world that will be getting strong shit too. So garbage. I haven't even watched it, and I know it's garbage. Adam Smasher exists. I don't want to exist in a city that nigga breathes. That's just life. I don't know enough about Cowboy Bebop or Gurren Lagann. I'm pretty sure that was spelled wrong. Pretty sure it's a G. Or Evergarden. I tried watching the series, didn't really get into it. That's just life. Except I just won't. I'll just avoid the violence. Spirited Away. I'm pretty sure that's just a situation of it being like kind of like life again, but I'm not sure. No. Whoops. No. I don't know how frequently they go after regular people. They did go after Okaroon, and he was a regular guy before. That's just life. Another situation, that's just life. They're not living in special, magical, mystical world. Pretty sure magical events that happen, but it's not like that kind of thing. That's garbage tier because I'm not gonna end up a hero. Like, you have to be really lucky for that, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that lucky. It's gonna be garbage tier. Like, more times than not, it's gonna be garbage tier because I'd be born and live in the same city as Saitama. Do you see how fast do you see how frequently that shit gets destroyed? No. That's just life, but with really cool soccer. I feel like I've done Full Metal Alchemist before. Yeah, let's just put that in there too. Well, I'm not an assassin, so D tier, just me living my life, but with really cool powers that exist. Garbage tier, I'm not doing it. I don't want to live in any of these kingdoms when these crazy motherfuckers exist. I would die. Oh, my glorious queen, Urza. I'm sorry. Which means I'll be born in the same place as not. I don't know about where Natsu was born though. I know he's like a homunculus thingy mabooper, and he's like live forever a really long time. I don't remember, but I don't know enough. I don't know enough. Yeah, I just don't know enough. No, 86 wasn't that show. That's just life. I don't know. I know movies would be included, but no, I don't know. I don't know if regular people get drawn into conflicts. Garbage. I know enough about the show to know that living in there would suck. It would suck balls. Also, I don't want to exist in that world as a child. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool off that. I don't know enough about Mob. That's just life. That's that's awful. No, thank you. I'd be born at the same time as Alucard. Because I'm not going to be born at the same time as Police Lady. I'm going to be born at the same time as Alucard. And I'm not a vampire. I'd just be cooked. So I'm guessing I'm going based off of where he's reincarnated, which means I'm probably gonna end up being reincarnated into his layer place. Probably as like one of like a lower level servant. That's D tier. It might suck. It might not suck. I don't know. Because it's not regular life, which is usually what D tier is reserved to, kind of. But like, it's so shaky on whether I just like die as a servant or a slave or not. So we're just gonna go for that. That's just life. That's life again. What? That's life again. That's sick as shit. It's Beyblades. I love Beyblades so much. I love them so much. I love them so much. They're so cool. That's life. A lot of these are just going to be life. I haven't watched enough of that show, and I stopped watching it because I didn't enjoy it. Parasite, garbage. Yu-Gi-Oh, B tier. I would collect hella cards. I collected Pokemon cards. I will collect Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll collect the cards that are in Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll learn the game, and then I'll start pounding. Just pounding. Pounding. My fault. I got a little too passionate there. I think it'd be D tier, because I don't know that I wouldn't know that he has powers. Well, no, I would. But then he could read my mind, so he would know that I know he has powers. Then just probably erase my mind of those and my previous memories. So I'd just be kind of cooked. I'd be cooked. Damn. Well, I'm not someone that'd be assassinated, nor would I really do anything. I think it'd just be life. That'd be normal life. I don't know. I've heard that's good, but I didn't watch it. Oh. Okay, we're like how we did with Rimuru. If we're going with life, we're like if the person's a different race, we're just gonna be whatever race that they are. I'm not including Alucard here because I don't know enough about his backstory to know if he was born a vampire or turned into a vampire. Considering he's like technically Dracula, so I'm not sure if he's like the first or not. Like I don't know. So we're ignoring this, and I'm not gonna be a demon. Hell, if actually even if I was a demon, it'd still stay in garbage tier. And then this I'd be born a human. And this human, and a lot of these I'd just be born a human. And this I'd be born a Saiyan. Like I said, I just die on the planet. And this I'd be born a demon, of which I'd end up having to fight something and die there. It'd suck. And pretty much all these people are human. I don't count this because I don't even know. Wait, why is this in D tier? This should be an I don't know. Let's move it down one by one. Considering I can't scroll with it. Yeah, let's just assume I'm whatever race they are. Oh, wait, technically then I wouldn't be a human here. Because I'm pretty sure, isn't he born like half Quincy, half Shinigami already? And I'm born in the same place that he is. So I'm born in the same town. I'm going to live in the same town. I'll probably end up meeting him eventually. So yeah, it could probably be C tier. Considering he's technically not human. Like, he's human, kind of. But he's not. He wasn't born human. Since I'm be whatever race the main character is born as. Or reincarnated as, or whatever it may be. Then yeah. Garbage. Hell no. What the hell? Soul Eater? You know, Soul Eater is actually technically the, like, what would be called? Sequel, I believe, of Fire Force. Find that pretty funny. No correlation to what I'm gonna pick. Just find that pretty funny. I'm putting in I don't know because I haven't watched Soul Eater in forever. and I don't remember what happens in it. Speaking of Fire Force, put it, and I don't. The chance of spontaneously combusting means it's garbage. That's just life. I don't know. Well, even if I'm, because think I'm reborn to the world that they reincarnated into. No, they got transferred into that world, not reincarnated. So I'd just be born in Japan. That's just life. That's just life, man. That's life. I don't even know what that is. I know this is a really funny show, but I don't really know much about it. Well, that's life. I did enjoy Day Life as a series, but I don't want to die. So it's either that's being garbage and that's just life. I'm really shaking in between there right now. I'm gonna put that in garbage tier. Considering the likelihood of me dying is high. So I'm gonna be born in the world that Cosmo got reincarnated into. Most people's life kind of sucks there, doesn't it? And I'm not gonna be a main character. I might meet Cosmo and not be able to tell him that I'm a reincarnator too. Actually, you know what? Yeah, C tier. I could meet Kazuma, tell him I'm a reviver. What's it called? Reincarnator as well. Maybe we can chop it up. Be cool. Yeah, we can put Madoka Magica in. I don't know. That looks like it'd be life, but I don't even know. So, Hell's Paradise. Oof. Food Wars. The concept that I'm born in the same town as the man Soma himself makes this a B tier. I get to eat Soma's food. My clothes are gonna be busting off my body. Pause. Kaiju number 8. Kaiju. I've heard of Kaiju number 8, but the fact that Kaiju exists implies that it'd suck to live in. Wait, are they born Kaijus? No, yeah, this shifts things. I don't know if they're born Kaijus or not. Wait, technically, isn't the main character of Data Live born a spirit as well? He's just a different kind of spirit. I don't know. Or I do know, but would that mean I'm a non-magically inclined human, or would I just be a human within the series of Mashal? I'll put that in D tier because there's a variety here. Haven't watched it. We did Fire Force already. Am I tweaking, or did we not do Fire Force already? Yeah, we did. Put in the garbage, man. I'm pretty sure that's life, but I don't care. Wow, I haven't watched Black Butler in so long. I didn't like this show. It made me uncomfortable. I did like this show, funnily enough, despite saying I didn't like the last one. Didn't make me uncomfortable. But people die a lot. I want to put it in D tier because like if I find the right like sovereign or deity, it could be fire. Could join Hestia with my boy Bell. That could be sick. That could be sick. If you don't hear me commentating, it's probably because I'm putting it in I don't know. Garbage! Zombie apocalypse. Hell nah. I'm gonna die. Garbage. I don't want to be a child in no damn orphanage. What? Especially not that orphanage. That orphanage, it would suck. It would suck. Well, I did watch Angel Beats. I didn't watch enough of it, though. This is just life. I'd avoid Tora and Dora. I avoid Tora and Ryu. I'm pretty sure his name is. I'm pretty sure his name has something to do with dragons. I'd avoid both of them. I don't like either character. They piss me off. More specifically, I don't like Tora. She pisses me off, and the fact that Ryu, wherever the hell his name is, puts up with that is surprising. I'm not dealing with it. Then again, I also haven't watched the show in forever, so I might change my opinion. But as it stands, I don't like either character. That's not how you spell rising. That's spelled wrong. You should have taken some time to check their spelling, but it's fine. I misspell things all the time. So I'm gonna be born into the world now for me is reincarnated into or brought into. Did I? What did I do with Depending on what I did with ReZero, depends on what I'm gonna do with this. So if I put ReZero in D tier, it's because that's just life. Okay, I put it in I don't know. So I'm gonna go based off the basis of I'm just gonna live in that world that he got sent to, which would suck. Garbage. That'd suck so hard. The invasions and the fact that I'm also not a hero. Also the fact that even if I was a hero, oh, actually, I wouldn't be a shield hero because he's a shield hero. And I couldn't even be any other hero because the other heroes already are taken. Digimon? Whoops. I forgot where my finger was. Digimon. Digital monsters. Hell yeah. That's up there with Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beyblade, and Pokemon. I gotta put it up there. I don't know enough about Digimon though. I haven't watched Digimon in years since I was a kid, like way younger. I haven't watched a ton of this, but what I do know is it wouldn't suck. For the most part, most people don't even know dragons exist. So you just live a normal life unless you're like fortunate or unfortunate enough to meet one. That's just that. Whoops. That's not garbage tier. That's just life. My fault. That's life tier. I should damn near just call this life tier. I'm not going to because there's an anime that isn't just life. Like this one. And one other one. I don't remember which one. Right, yeah. I'd put this in here because I'd technically just be life. No, let's say I'm brought into that world too. Either way, it's ending up in D tier. It's probably gonna... Actually, no. Someone's gonna be brought into the world that they got brought into. Garbage. That'd be awful. That sucks so much. God of High School, I probably wouldn't be a martial artist. I don't know much about... Actually, I don't know much about it after the anime happened. So, because after the anime didn't get more stuff, I hadn't seen much of it. I tried reading it, but it had so many chapters. I was like, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. I didn't watch this one. I watched Sinbad a couple times. I enjoyed that. I wish they continued it, but they didn't. But no. Didn't watch Gundam. Didn't watch that. Didn't watch that. No. Garbage. Don't even want to exist in the same world as those filthy goblins. What do you want? No, don't want to deal with that at all. I don't know. Holt. I have seen Future Diary, and the concept of existing in a world with these deviants is terrifying. So I'm not gonna put it in garbage tier because I'm probably not gonna live in that world or that life. It's probably just gonna be life. It's probably just gonna be like meh, very meh, a meh existence. My goat, Sakamoto. I fucking love it. I watched an anime when I was in middle school. I watched all of it. Wish there was a second season. There wasn't. I'm happy there wasn't though, because the way that it ended wouldn't make sense if there was. But like, I wish there was more of it. And I love the show. And bro, when people actually started talking about how fucking cool he was, oh, I was so hyped. I was so gassed, bro. I was so gassed. But yeah, that's just life. Whoops. That's just life. Except there's one really handsome, really cool, really awesome guy living. Ooh, that could be gas. Wait, because I'm also born a demon. I'm gonna be born a demon just like the main character. But I'm not gonna lie, since I'm gonna be born a demon, I'm probably gonna get killed like one. So, also in most of these cases, I'm pretty sure I completely forgot the fact that I technically be the same race as them. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You shouldn't care either. It only applies when I remember. Whoops, that's not the right button. That's just life. I don't want to be in a world where I'm a furry, then everyone else is a furry. That's garbage tier because it's Uzumaki, and I don't want to live in that. I don't want to live in that world. That's just life. Very good show though. Golden Time is a very good show. I did enjoy that show quite a lot. I thought I wouldn't like it, but the my boyfriend clip made me watch it, and I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. When I actually decided to sit through it and stick to the whole thing, it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. I only watched a bit of Plastic Memories, but I don't remember much of it. I haven't watched anime in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Yuri on Ice, gay. My fault. But I didn't watch it. I stopped watching this when the main character got with the girl, because one, I think I wasn't really cool with her really. Also, the simple fact that it was technically a harem anime, but he went into a relationship. That's weird to me. I don't think it should be a harem anime if he's in a relationship. And also, or I don't think it should be that kind of harem anime when he's in a relationship. When it was with Kirito, it was fine because like it was a harem kind of. Also, you get attached to the character well enough before that happens. With this, I didn't really get attached to the character. Also, the girl, I didn't like her character either. So it was nah. I'm gonna put it in. I don't know because I don't remember much about the world. I just remembered that much. I wanted to watch this, but that was during a period of time where I didn't want to watch sub because I didn't want to read all that. And so even after I started watching subbed anime and dubbed anime, I didn't decide to go back and watch it because I just was lazy. Absolutely amazing show. I've watched it a couple times, but that's just life. That's just me living life. That showed up already. Rosario Vampire would be cool if it wasn't just life. That's just life. That'd just be me living my life like normal. Because I'm not going to the Demon Academy. And even if I had a choice to, the main character is born a human. They eat humans. I'm not going there. It's not happening. No. I wouldn't want to exist around these filthy, dirty, addicted gamblers. But I can just choose not to, so that's just life. Tower of God, don't know enough about it. Don't know. I found the show fun, but that's just life. I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like I've watched this anime before, but I don't remember. I watched an episode or two of this anime when I was in Canada because it was on Canada's Netflix. I think I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of this. I didn't really watch much, so I don't really know much about it. Ooh. I wish I watched Voltron. I had never watched it, and it'd be hard for me to watch it now because I wouldn't really be into it. I also really enjoyed this show when it was on Netflix. I watched it a couple times, but that's just life. I'd just be living my normal life. I wouldn't be smart enough to get into that school, and I doubt I'd be born to a rich enough family to get into that school. So that's just life. And hell, even if I was getting into that school, what would I even do? Meet the main characters? I don't want to do all that. That's just life. That's just me living my life. No, I didn't watch enough of Durarara to really have an opinion on it. And it was so long ago that I don't remember anything about it. Other than the fact that they had a really hot Doulahan. It was also the reason why I was interested in Doulahans. Well, I think I watched all of Tsundere Children. I didn't. I enjoyed it. But that's just life. Garbage. I don't even know if there are main characters in that show. I watched it at all. But one thing I do know is garbage. I don't want to do all that. Trinity 7, it was entertaining, but I don't remember anything about it. So I'm going to put in I don't know. Well, another show I watched, but I don't remember anything about it because it was so long ago. Bro, there are so many shows that I've watched, but I don't remember anything about because I did not like this show when I watched it. I watched the show when I was in middle school. It was terrifying. Like when the scene where the main character had his eye taken out. Oh my god. I did not like this show. It was at that time. It was one of the worst shows that I had ever watched because it creeped me the hell out, and it was disturbing. I did not fuck with it at all. Hell, I even talked to my friend about it. I was like, "Yeah, what's the worst show you ever watched?" I told him about this show because I really didn't like the show. And he told me about a Midori Days. I'm pretty sure, where a guy's hand gets turned into one of his female classmates. So a girl, his hand turns into like a sock puppet version of a girl from his class. And well, except she's flesh. So no, I'm not gonna say that term. But like, it was just weird. Not like not like ecchi weird, but it was like a weird concept, and it made me uncomfortable. I'll never watch that show again. I'd rather watch I'd watch Dead Man Wonderland again, because I don't think it was as bad as I remember. And hell, the world was pretty interesting, but like, never mind. Hold on, I just remembered stuff about the world, about Dead Man Wonderland. Where is it? Where is it? I'm putting that straight into garbage tier. The main character didn't do a crime. He got framed. And the fact that beings like whatever framed him exists, like capable of offing his entire class within a split second, fast enough to frame him and no one can tell the difference. Insane. Hell no. No. Little Witch Academia, meh. I enjoyed it as I'm meh, not because it was a bad show, but meh to live in. I don't remember anything about it. All I know is I really enjoyed it. Huh. Didn't even know I existed. I knew a lot of this would be me putting stuff into I don't know. Oh my god. Bro, I watched this show. I forgot I watched the show. Like when I first watched the show, I watched it. I watched all of it from start to end. I forgot most of the show. Went to rewatch it again. I went to watch it because I remember starting the show, but I don't remember I don't remember how it went. So I'd assumed I just hadn't finished it. I started it, but I dropped it. I was like, I might as well give it a second chance. I watch it again, full way through, and I'm like as I'm watching full way through, I'm like, this scene looks familiar. Wait, this scene does too. Wait, all of these scenes look familiar. And I finished the anime. And I'm like, oh, I've watched this already. No, actually, I didn't finish the whole anime before realizing I watched already. I think I finished most of the episodes. Then something in my brain clicked, and I was like, oh, I remember what happens in the end. Yeah. Yeah, but I'd consider the her the main character. And if I do recall correctly, she is technically a vampire, like some vampire princess or something. I still wouldn't want to be her. Also, pretty sure they're technically considered like a different race than regular vampires, like royal vampires, whatever the hell she is. Even then, nah. Nah. That world is awful, and I wouldn't want to live in it. So I'm putting that in garbage here. I don't want to live in there. Oh my gosh, I remember watching this. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a lot of it. But considering the fact that I'd just be a human, it'd be life. I'd just be living life. Holy crap, I've watched this too. But that was forever ago. The main character is also human to this, so it'd just be life. But with really advanced robots, I guess. Yep, that's about it. That. Yep. Yep, that's it. Most of it is I don't know. Oh, fuck. Most of it's I don't know. So, do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. Anyways, you know how it goes. Oh, actually, before we do that, we can run it back. We can run this back again. Hold on. Start with Protea. I was gonna go real old. I was gonna go Excalibur. But it's not a damage or support type, so that wouldn't even make sense. No, Sev wouldn't make sense either. Val was a damage type. Maybe Dante? No, Dante's newer. So it's a contributing with survival. I completely ignored the fact that it doesn't have an exalted and it doesn't have a prime. I completely ignored that fact. I'm not gonna lie. So it's a male with an impact type that has a prime, doesn't have an exalted, doesn't have a proto. Gauss? I know Gauss is technically all of those things. Oh. Almost. Wait. Ah. No, I don't think he'd be an impact type. He'd probably be an impact type. I think he's a survival. He has an exalted. I completely forgot he has an exalted. I am slow. What is this? Rhino? Why is it predates that too? I was gonna say, I literally said, what is this? Rhino? It predates 2015? It was literally Rhino. Okay. I'm gonna pull this ocean down with us. Down on us if I have to. Wait. Yeah. I literally just thought about his map. The fact that his map shifts into being covered in the water. I was like, it has to be him, right? Yeah. Oh no. Oh. Ash? Holy shit. It looked like a smoke screen. I was like, Ash, maybe? Money. Or a pile of money, maybe. What has to do with money? The only thing I can think of when I think money is like the corpus. If we wanted to go that, then we could go Varuna. Not Varuna. Valkyr, because technically her relation with the corpus, even though it is a bad relationship, it still exists. Protea also has a relationship with the corpus. Cat. So it was Valkyr. It's not Valkyr. Oh, it's Korra. What does she have to do with money, though? I don't know. I don't know anything about her lore. Well, that's it, I guess. Well, I appreciate you. I will miss you. And goodbye, my friends.